has decided to delay the start to her season, which gives an opportunity for the likes of Gudaf Tsegay, the 26-year-old, the world champion over 10,000 meters and world record holder over 5,000, along with countless, in fact 8 Ethiopians in this race, plus a 9th as the pacemaker. There is Deribe Welteji, who took world silver behind Kipyegon in Budapest last summer, holding off Sifan Hassan. There is Frewani Hailu, the world indoor champion from Glasgow. Such strength in depth from the Ethiopians. And then Birka Hailom there, only 18, incredible talent. And on we go. On by a couple of Australians. Lyndon Hall is in here, and Georgia Griffith, who finished second in the Aussie Championships a couple of weeks ago. But this is dominated by Ethiopia, both in terms of number and quality. Should also mention Adi Wiley, the youngster at 20 from the USA, making only her 2nd appearance in a Diamond League event. So, without Faith Kipyegon, women's 1,500 meters. 3 3/4 laps of the track, of course. Pacemaking duties will be shared between Agneta Lamige and Nigista Getachew. And they're going out for world lead pace of 3:55.28, early season world lead pace. And that will take them through 800 meters in just outside 2:02. So that's 61-second laps, and already they're strung out there. So it's a pretty aggressive pace there that's being set by Getachew, and Tsegay there, the diminutive, instantly recognizable figure of Gudaf Tsegay, who's just tucked in behind the 2nd of those pacemakers. She'll be looking to probably get back to winning ways. Hannah, you were in Glasgow for the World Indoors, and she was out-sprinted, wasn't she, in the final, 100 meters or so by El Saint-Pierre of the USA, and that was a real shock.
Saint-Pierre was so strong through the final straight there with Gudaf Tsegay, and I think she almost shocked Tsegay. She's had some phenomenal results over the last few years. That win in Budapest over 10,000, then breaking the world record at the Prefontaine Diamond League. And Tsegay, I think, must have thought, I'm putting my foot down in the last 200. That's that. I'm going to run away from this field because I am the class of this field. But that shows that championship racing, you have to turn up, you have to do it. Anita Lameche already stepping aside. Lameche is a very, very good pacemaker. If she senses she's not quite capable of clipping off those 61 or so seconds that have been required per lap, she's going to take herself out of the equation, and Getachew is left to pick up the pacing here. Tsegay and Hailom running together, and they're just ahead of the wave lights. Yeah, very aggressive, just over 60 seconds for the opening 400 meters, so very aggressive indeed. And Tsegay and Hailom, this really talented 18-year-old, is sticking to Tsegay like a limpet, but there's a real look of determination about Gudaf Tsegay here, maybe wanting to start here, obviously with a win, but given what happened in Glasgow, just a tone at the first opportunity. So Getachew, the 2nd pacemaker, taking on responsibilities here, and at Tsegay and Hailom, and then away back is Hailu in 3rd as Getachew moves aside. Well, I would have said Frewani Hailu, as world indoor champion, should be full of confidence, but she hasn't tried to go with Tsegay and Hailom here in the front. Hailu and Welteji content to sit in that 2nd pack, and that really shows you the pace that's been poured on here at the front. Gudaf Tsegay is a phenomenal 1,500-meter runner. I was surprised to see her move up. Perhaps she felt she had to if she wanted to be on top of the podium, and that paid off in Budapest. But she's got her friend, her training partner, Birka Hailom, for company here, and Hailom, the 18-year-old, tries to pull up on the shoulder, and that's almost woken Gudaf Tsegay up as she takes the bell and she pushes back into the lead. 400 to go, and Tsegay leading the way, but Hailom, who runs so fearlessly, we saw her win the Dream Mile in Oslo last year, almost audaciously against a world-class field, just blew them away with some fearless running, and now she's got to play catch-up here because Gudaf Tsegay has got a clean straight. Look at the determination on her face. She's opened up a lead, a little look over the shoulder, which is not a good move, right at the grimacing. Look at the effort that she's expending, really pushing herself here with just over 200 to go. Has she broken the resolve of Hailom? I think it looks as though she has. Really gritty determination, moving further and further away, coming into the home straight. The Ethiopians stacking up behind in pursuit of these two. They were well clear early on in the race, and Gudaf Tsegay coming into the home straight in the absence of Faith Kipyegon, enjoying what surely should be a comfortable victory here. 3:55 the world lead early in the season, but Gudaf Tsegay, a wonderful performance, pretty much taking it on
from Gunter Tate, 3:50.30. What a time for April, early April, third fastest in history. Gudaf Tsegay really taking it out. And that is a statement. Are you watching Faith Kipyegon? 3:50.30 in the opening Diamond League of the season, the third fastest time in history.
Gudaf Tsegay, she looked tired 600 metres in, but when you're a 5k, 10k runner, you are on your limit. You're basically sprinting for the whole 1500. But it was when that third 400 metres was still 62 something without any pacemakers that I thought Gudaf Tsegay could be on for something very special here. And she kept pushing and kept pushing. And look at Hailum holding on for 3:53, a personal best for the youngster. Is she still an under 20? That's just phenomenal from Hailum. Of course, yeah, she's 18 at the moment, the world indoor under 20 record holder. And that was brilliant from Hailum, and surely maybe a under 20 outdoor record. But what about that? Tsegay slots herself behind Faith Kipyegon and Gonzebe Dibaba on the all-time list.
Wow. Incredible, incredible, and ahead of Su Yunxia, who held the world record for many, many, many years, from 1993, in fact. But you could see the grit and determination. That looked as though that was a defeat in Glasgow that she had to get out of her system.
I think that would have been a surprise for Tsegay and her team. She was chasing records earlier on in the season on the circuit, and it seemed like a formality to take that gold medal. And that, Tsegay wears her heart on her sleeve. You could see she was so cross in Glasgow, and that's the emotion we see there. And what about that? Georgia Griffiths, the Australian, first time under 4 minutes for her, and for Sarah Billings, brilliant running behind. And look at these women, a whole host of them under that magical 4-minute barrier.
Well, that sets the cat amongst the pigeons nicely, doesn't it, for the 1,500 metres to come. It's a long, hard season ahead. We've got Faith Kipyegon, of course, who's the red-hot favourite for the Olympic title to come, Laura Muir and others.